I need a new artist statement. I do. I do. There is something about the way that I write about my work that either doesn't click or it's not clicking for the people. It's not clicking for me. It doesn't feel like, yes, I'm fully telling the people this is who I am, this is what I do. And this is the why behind what I do, what I do. I've had a solid artist statement for years now, but I was actually having a conversation. Was that a couple of days? Was that literally yesterday? I was telling people, I was like, well, it came up a couple of times actually at the event on Sunday. I was telling an artist, we're talking about like, what are you applying for? What am I applying for? What's on your radar? What's on my radar? I shared some resources with her and she shared some stuff with me. And I was like, I get grants, but I don't get artist residencies. And it makes sense, Like it makes a lot of sense because I'm an artist who went to business school. I can write you an artist a grant proposal in 35 minutes, okay? You tell me one sentence about whatever it is that you're doing, and I promise you I can find you some funding in the next 15 minutes. That is my gift. That is my bag. But also, that is what sets me back when looking for other creative opportunities. I've shared this before. When I am working on creative projects, my public art making project that I have coming up, that's not Lynn making art. That's the event planner Lynn. That's the collaborator Lynn. That's the Lynn that's like booking the people and doing the things. When I did my workshop series, I was not making art. I was planning events. That I can do. That's the irony too, because I actually went to school for hospitality. And like 2 days in, I said, yeah, no, this is not for me. Event planning is not as fun as y'all make it out to be. And now I host events. I host events, I plan events, I do the things. I can do that. I can give you a business proposal in minutes. But when it comes to talking about like my passion from the woo artistic point of view, I fell short every time. So I've been wondering, like, why am I not getting residencies? What is it not clicking for the people? It's because I'm approaching it like I would appreciate to have some time to set up a plan of action, and the people don't want to hear that. They want to hear what's on your mind right now. They want to hear, yes, they want to hear kind of like what you've been reflecting on, what you've been sitting with, and what kind of art that reflection will inspire and bring out of you. But for me, I'm like, I will strategically use this time that you give me in the studio space to create three bodies of work. This one is going to be around this one is going to be around that, and this one is going to be for this. And I'm just like, isn't that what wouldn't you appreciate that? If you work in the arts, if you're an art educator, if you review grants, if you review residency applications, please let me know. Is that not something that you sorry, I'm literally trying to upload another video as I'm making this video. But would you not appreciate that? I'm bringing so much clarity to this. Sorry, I was distracted. I'm back. I'm bringing so much clarity to this. Like, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to use my time. A lot of times it's like, it's up here. It's like, well, I will dedicate this time to reflecting on the genesis of the synchronicity of art making and the human body and figure of being a woman and Venice and my womanhood and how I show up in the world. And I'm not trying to mock it or anything, but I'm literally like, I think business school broke my brain is what I'm trying to get to. I think business school broke my brain and I'm trying to revamp. I'm trying to revamp my artist statement and step away from what I think I'm supposed to say and into my actual truth. Oh, I wish I actually had it pulled up since we are talking about this. So yeah, it's very much going back to the drawing board, very much still under construction. I think that's the beauty of life. Like, let that be your life. Like, let it be that you don't confine yourself to one, like the rest of your career and the rest of your life to how you feel in one moment, because you might change your mind tomorrow. I might come back tomorrow and be like, actually, my art is doing fine. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Or whatever it is I'm working on today, tomorrow I might be like, you know what? I'm moving in a completely different direction. And so let me read you my current. Let's start with my bio. Well, no, I'm not. I don't want to read my bio. Let's start. Let's do my artist statement. Um. Whatever. We're here. We're here. We're here. This residency. This is an application for a residency that I recently applied for. This residency comes at a pivotal moment in my practice. Actually, before I start, I want to say that this is like the first one that after I had the realization, I'm like, let me try to do more of the thing. So I hope, let's see. Let's see if I get this residency, y'all. They send out announcement emails in June, so I won't know between now and freaking, like, really, does it don't take that long, relax. But this is me post realization of you be too business, too marketing with the things, soften it up, talk about your vision, talk about how you connect with your work, and this is me trying to move in that direction. Okay, this residency comes at a pivotal moment in my practice. I am returning to photography as my studio practice after 5 years of shooting commercially, and I would love to get this time and space to follow where that pulls me. I've been a commercial photographer for years. That's been my focus, but I haven't had time to create personal work, and so I just need a second to breathe and catch my breath and work on projects that actually bring me joy. The project I'm bringing to this residency is Birds Flying High, a study on movement as release, 2021, ongoing, a self-portrait series that has become a healing practice for me. This is actually my first time like really saying this and being like, actually, yeah, like for some reason I keep coming back to this project. Da, da, da. That was my first time putting words to it. During COVID, I began shooting self-portraits indoors in my bedroom, but I found that I couldn't fully lean into the process as I was hyper aware of my surroundings, and that restricted my creative expression. Once I took the work outdoors, it completely transformed. I think I'm still doing the practical describing thing, but okay. That shift from restricted indoor self-portraiture to wild, uncontained movement in open fields is what unlocked this entire body of work for me. That's beautiful. It's not poetic, but it's beautiful as hell. So far, I've shot 3 chapters of Birds Flying High, all during my times at the Cutting Hunk Island Artist Residency in 2021 and 2024. In the first chapter, Birds Flying High, I used red textiles to move through collective grief and political unrest that was prevalent both in the US and in Haiti. Pretty standard. The second, wait, I haven't shared none of these titles on here. I'm not going to share all of my titles. Helped me process the loss of my grandmother. And the third, insert title, followed as I grieved how exhausting it was to save face and pretend we're okay in the face of adversity. I see what's going on here. So here, I think I'm like clearly describing, like, this is what you see. It's practical. It's a marketing sentence. I don't know. I don't want to overanalyze my work now. Now I'm doing the thing where I'm like now overthinking. Let me just finish reading it. At this residency, I aim to shoot the 4th chapter in the Berkshire landscape. Girl, I want to go to the Berkshires. I'm curious to see how this work shifts in the wooded mountainous terrain as opposed to Cutty Hunk Island's coastal cliffs. Practical. It's cute. Like, hey, I need this location to shoot this body of work. Do you see? I see it. I see it. I'm also excited about revisiting 3 existing chapters and building installations for each for the first time, experimenting with print scale, format, journal entries, textiles, and found materials. I'm just describing what I want to do. I'm not describing why I want to do it. I'm not describing why this work is important to me. I'm not describing why now. I started off with that. Like, I've been in commercial photography for years, and now I'm returning to my studio practice. But like, why this project though? Why are you obsessed with it? Why do you keep coming back to this? Why? Why does it pull you? Why does it speak to you? What about it? It's practical. Chapter one is about this, chapter two is about this, chapter three is about that. Very clear. And these are the things I'm using. I'm using my camera, I'm using fabric, I'm using open landscape, I'm using journal entries. Wonderful. But why? I don't know that. It's here. Overall, I'm not coming to the residency with finished answers. I'm coming with the ongoing project that grounds everything I do, and I'm excited to see how it expands. What about it grounds everything you do? What about it? What about it? Why, Lynn? Why? And I'm excited to see how it expands in my new in a new environment. Transforms through a new medium and unifies as a body of work. It's practical, bitch. It's practical. I'm excited to see how this new body of work expands in a new environment. I'm excited to see how it transforms through a new medium, as in like now that I do installation work, and I'm excited to see how it kind of like unifies as a body of work. Marketing speak. Marketing speak. I'm also eager to connect and collaborate with my fellow cohort members, uncover the beauty of the Berkshires, and fully lean into the residency's creative community. So what inspired this is actually a video that I randomly came across this morning by Vanessa Aldrich. I believe her name is Vanessa Life is Art on YouTube. She woke up something in me today, this morning. As soon as I woke up, I was like, oh, wait. This lady is onto something. I just came across one of her videos. I'll try to tag it below. I don't know. I'll find it. Obviously, it's like in my recent history. But talking about like, it's just, I don't even want to say what she was saying because I don't have that. I'm figuring it out. So I don't want to come on here like I know what she was saying. But the lady said some things. And some of the things the lady said really like spoke to me. Who are you? What are your gifts? What do you do? What do you do? I think the reason why I haven't gotten a residency in a long time and I keep getting rejected from residencies is that is the marketing speak. Very practical. This is how I do what I do. This is what enables me to do what I do. You know, when you think about like, this is the structure, this is the bucket that this falls into. I do this, I do da 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 da. And I lightly graze it, right? I use red textiles to move through collective grief. Talk about that a little bit more. Why that? What are you processing, girl? This body of work, there's a connecting this grief. It's grief studies. I realized that recently. I was like, oh shoot, it's grief studies. I'm doing grief studies through body movement. Write it down because I don't even have that. I'm doing grief studies through movement. And the first iteration of it was 2021. COVID. Haiti's president had passed away. Not well, he didn't pass away. He was assassinated. So much bloodshed, losses in my family. 2024, more losses, more like this is how I grieve. And the when I was watching Vanessa's video this morning, the word that came to mind, I wish I wrote it down because I hope I don't get it wrong. The thing that came to mind this morning, it's like if I had to describe this, like, you know, one of the things she challenges you to do is like describe what you do in a sentence. And if I had to describe what I do in a sentence is I make the invisible visible. That's what I do. I make the invisible visible. What are my gifts? I'm really good. And a couple of things affirm that for me, even like literally thinking about it. A couple of things that affirm that for me is like the most recent. The feedback that I got from like the photo share at like a gallery in Boston and people being like, ah, yes, that's what that feels like. That's what that feels like. in the photo, it's a self portrait of me. I'm standing in an open field, clear skies. You see my body, but you can't see my face. And with the weight of the fabric literally wrapped around my head, you can tell that this figure is suffocating. That's what grief feels like. You're visible. People see you, but they don't know what you're going through. The people don't know that you lost on the inside. Oh my gosh. That just gave me an idea. But I make the invisible visible. I make the invisible visible. Grief, joy, community, belonging. I've always had this thing where I'm like, oh, my work is hazy, it's blurry. I capture like memory. I capture memory. You have it like you remember. You remember. Yeah, I went to somebody's wedding and there was so much joy. I went to a friend's birthday party. There was so much joy. My birthday, it was a good time. But when you see a photo of it, you're like, there it is. That was the moment. That was the moment that was so special. That was the moment that was so cool. That was the moment that was so clear. That was the moment that like, oh, it just brings me right back. I remember the food that I ate. I remember the drinks that I had. I remember the laughter, the music that was played, dancing with so and so and connecting with so and so. Like it brings you back to that moment. Another moment at Leica was when I was like talking to the the two founders who basically put the photo share event together. We have the creator of a Yellow Rose project, and then you have the creator of Concept Aware podcast. And they were like, it was like three of us who were like standing around talking. And then at some point they were like held each other's hands and they were like, oh my gosh, like this was amazing. Thank you so much. Da, da, da. And I saw it and I was like, I have to take a picture. I have to take a picture. Like one thing about me, like I have to take a picture of the things that I see. Like if something stands out to me, I don't know why. I'm itching to take a picture of it, even if it doesn't make sense. Like I will literally delete it the next second. But in that moment, I have to take a picture. And when I tell you, these ladies are like, I love this photo. This is my favorite photo of all time. Like, it's just a moment that they shared. They were present in that moment. They weren't like, Lynn is taking a picture of us. We should hold hand. No, they were having a genuine moment. But that photo now kind of like encapsulates that energy that moment that they had, right? That moment that they shared of like, she said it in such a beautiful way. She was like, the way you captured like literally decades of collaboration between the two of us. Like she said something in a way. That's what I do. I capture memory. I capture memorable moments. I make the invisible visible. The joy, collaboration, 10 years of collaboration being made visible in a single image. That's what I do. That's what I do. Now I'm just giving y'all a taste of this because I feel like I'm really gonna start cooking, but I really have to go. But it's the start of a conversation. It's the start of a processing. This is what I want to bring more of to my work. I'm trying to defrost my brain, y'all. I'm trying to defrost my brain from what's practical, from what is supposed to make sense, from all the marketing gunk. I'm trying my best. It hasn't been easy, but I think like again, like that experience of the photo share that helped me a lot to kind of see, oh, that's what I do. Watching videos like Vanessa and also another creator that I was just watching. So Vanessa is Vanessa Aldrich on YouTube and Hannah Howard. Hannah Howard, I was just watching her video, Become Your Own Muse. Watch that one. That's a really, really good one. And Vanessa Aldrich, where is it? I just saw it. The truth about, wait, I'm gonna give it to y'all because I might not put the link. I'm gonna give it to y'all right now. The truth about creativity no one talks about. Why did she spell no like that? The truth about creativity no one talks about. Why nobody cares. What it costs you to become who you are. The real reason artists get stuck. To be or not to be. It's watched it. It's really good. It's really good. So yeah, that's what's on my mind. This is like part one of re re rewriting, restructuring my artist statement. Who are you, Lynn? Who are you? I want to think about this, and I'm gonna come with next time we come to the next video. I'm gonna bring the homework of me answering the who are you, what are your gifts, what are the supernatural elements of you, and how do they serve an audience? Because this is good. This says this is who I am, this is what I do, this is how I do it, but it lacks the why. It lacks the why. And so as long as I continue to remain practical and say what I think people want to hear, it's not going to click. And honestly, most times people don't really care about the how. Well, they care about the how. They don't care. Grants need to know the how. Residencies could give a rat's butt about the how. That's the difference. Grants, I need to know the how because I'm giving you money. I'm giving you $5,000. I'm giving you $100,000. I need to know how are you going to do this? What is your plan for this? Residencies, why? Why does this even matter? Why should we care? Why should we? Why? What's the why? Grants care about the how. Residencies don't care about the how. And that's something I need to be mindful of. So if I'm applying for a grant, lean into the how. If I'm applying for a residency, lean into the why. Why are you doing this? Why this? Why now? Why is this relevant? Ciao. I will do the homework. You can't see. I will do this homework and I'll get back to y'all. Okay? Ugh, I hate this. I hate the process. But we're trying and we continue to grow. Okay?